truly one of the masterpieces of the Disney library. The Jungle Book's jazzy tunes just make you want to get up and dance. My name is Jeremy and I host Listening to the Movies on 101.7 Civil Radio or on www.civl.ca. I play classic hits from great film soundtracks and part of last week's double show featuring the Toy Story films. In this video, I will be reviewing The Jungle Book. Based on a collection of stories by Rudyard Kipling, sorry if I pronounced that wrong, The Jungle Book was released in 1967. It was the last film to be produced by Walt Disney before he passed away. As with most of the source material that Disney used, Walt Disney wanted to make this film a happy story rather than a depressing tale like the novels. The whole project was scrapped originally, and the only thing that made it through into the final version was the song Bare Necessities. The film follows the story of a young boy, Mowgli, abandoned in the jungle and raised by wolves under the protective eye of the Black Panther Bagheera. But when Shere Khan the tiger returns, the wolf clan decides that for the boy's safety, he must be returned to the man village. So Bagheera takes Mowgli on an adventure where they come across the party-swinging bear Baloo. First of all, I think the voice acting in this film is fantastic. Both the actors and the quality of the sound at the time, just a personal preference of mine, make me truly enjoy this film. Phil Harris as Baloo is just amazing. He has truly a unique sound and a great singing voice. His duet with Louis Prima, who plays King Louie, is just fantastic. Sebastian Cabot voices the wise Black Panther Bagheera with style and suave. Even George Sanders, who voices Shere Khan, is chilling. It really reminds me of Tony Jay, who just so happened to voice Shere Khan in the sequel. Yeah, they made a sequel apparently. Aside from the songs, the story feels a bit weak. Of course this is Disney here, but when I watched the film, I felt as though the story wasn't really going anywhere. Shere Khan wants to kill Mowgli because he is a man and he hates man. But why does he hate man? He just seems to have a grudge for the reason of making a movie. It seems just as random as King Louie wanting man's red fire. Speaking of Louie, I have another thought on this film that is quite odd. I feel as though the characters in this film are high on some sort of drug. Just hear me out on this. Baloo is smoking pot, which explains why he eats a lot and does nothing but sing and dance. Kaa the snake, which oddly seems like the template for a child molester, seems to be on LSD with his trippy eyes and all his touchy-feeliness. And finally, King Louie must be on cocaine or something, with all the blithering and the dancing and the nonsense that he keeps on talking about with the. And while Shere Khan is not on drugs, I think he just looks like a really shady drug dealer. While it is not very story heavy, it still has great songs and a great dancing feel. If you haven't seen it, I would highly recommend it. It's surely on Netflix or something like that. If you want to hear these awesome tunes from the second half of the show podcast, which featured the Toy Story film, click on the first link in the description. If you want to catch in on the next video, click here to subscribe. And finally, if you want to check out the other videos, click here. Tune in next week for my review of The Lion King. Thanks for watching.